Hi folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and welcome to episode 10 of the DGA podcast. I am your host, Vince, and with me, my co-host is...
Idly.
Idly! Awesome. So, episode 10. Did you think we'd make it this far?
No, actually.
No.
I'm really surprised.
Whoa, wait a minute. Back that up.
Shut up, Wesley.
That way.
Shut up, Wesley.
That way.
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
Wow.
I meant like...
What did you mean by that? Please, explain yourself.
Okay, I meant...
Speak.
I thought we would be in episode 10, like, in the far future. I didn't think time, would pass so quickly. That's what I meant.
I see. It wasn't meant to say that this podcast is terrible, that I'm doing a lousy job,
No.
that I'm spamming sound effects all the time, and you're tired of it.
That's baloney.
I'm saying that time is passing by so quickly. That's all.
I see. Episode 10. All right.
Mm-hmm.
She hates it. That's all there is to it. She hates it.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
Just kidding.
Wow.
At least your background is nice.
Oh, you like that? I'm trying to switch it up every time. It's, you know what it is?
Yes.
Please, engage.
It's Star Trek's Death Star, like when they shoot.
Negative.
Just kidding.
Negative. Incorrect.
It's when they were trying to go in
Negative.
hyperdrive,
Incorrect.
right?
Hyperdrive.
And they failed.
Does it look like they failed? Look at the stars. Look how fast they're going. Do you think?
Which one was the scene? There was a scene where they failed, and it was pretty funny.
That was Empire Strikes Back. Han Solo. They were at Hoth, okay, and the Millennium Falcon was in need of repairs. And then Han Solo's yelling at Chewie, no, what are you doing? This one goes there, that one goes there, right? And then they launch before they're ready repaired, and they try to get into hyperspace, and the Millennium Falcon's still broken, they can't do it, and I could just explain the entire movie right now, but I'm not gonna. You're putting Vaseline on while I'm telling this epic story. Anyway, I'll just end it with
I'm gonna read a book and everything.
You know what? We can rewatch the movie if you want. That way it's more familiar to you.
Oh, God. No, I don't feel like watching it for the 20th time.
It's only been 3 this year. Get over it.
This year.
Hey, we're in October, okay? So 3 is pretty darn good, I think. If it were up to me, it'd be like once a month. Anyway, that might actually be a future top 5. Top 5 Star Wars movies.
Oh.
I have that written down. So
Wait a second. There are 5 Star Wars movies? Wait, there's more than 5? Oh yeah, there's like 7. There's the first 3, there's the next 3, and then there's the college fan fiction of the last ones. Okay, I remember.
Do not hug me.
The ones that we saw in the movie theater were, yeah.
I'm just trying to process what you just said. I'm having a hard time accepting the fact that you've seen all these movies with me, and you still think there's less than 5 movies. Anyway.
They're not as memorable, I'm sorry. Like, that face, I'm so sorry. You know I say this to get a reaction out of you, and it's like true 20% of the time.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Just
You're
spamming
fired.
it.
For the next hour,
You're fired.
Trump is going to tell you that you're fired.
I
fired.
like Star Wars. I do. I just, it's not a huge thing for me. You know this. That's all you hear when I talk.
No comment.
You
said it, I did. You said it, I didn't. Anyway, so what is the topic for this week? We typically do yeah.
That was the topic.
It's not Star Wars, surprisingly. It's top 5 games that ruin friendships. And I think you guys know where I'm going with this. There's a clear answer to this question, but and it's inspired by recent events. But there's some other games out there that are just as frustrating, I think. Are you trying to strangle me? Is that
Yeah.
it? Let's see. Very good. You're strangling thin air. That's very, very
It was
good.
the microphone.
I see. Oh, I didn't even see the microphone there. Okay.
I was strangling thin air earlier, but then I needed something that resembles your neck. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep.
My number 5, and I forgot to do sound effects, so I am just going to do as close as I can. I tried to come up with a sound effect in my list that displayed some kind of heartbreak. Okay, so I'll have to do this 5 times. Hold on.
I am wounded! I am wounded!
Oh my gosh, 5 times.
I am wounded!
Is it funnier?
I am wounded!
There.
It's kind of funny. I gotta say. Oh my gosh, Frasier.
I love Frasier. Frasier, I mean, that is one of the, I didn't think I'd like the show, but I've seen it twice now all the way through, all 10, 15 seasons, whatever it is, and it's amazing. I love it. My number 5 was Monopoly. Monopoly, and I'm stalling, there we go.
I thought you were gonna say Manure.
Manure. Yes, that's a game. Manure. Monopoly is a game that, like, in theory sounds great. You're managing real estate, you're buying real estate, you're selling real estate, you're trading real estate with other players. You charge rent to people as they land on your spaces. You buy houses and hotels. Like, that is amazing. Like, in theory, in my mind, that is one of the best perfect games that I could play, because I love real estate like games where I'm managing businesses and I'm charging people money, and like I love simulators like that. There's a video game called The Tenants that's under development, and I can be a landlord. I can design rooms and I can charge people rent. Like, I like stuff like that. Even in The Sims, you kind of sort of can do stuff like that. But Monopoly infuriates me because of how badly it plays. Like, it's one of those long haul games where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and unless RNG favors you, you're screwed. You know what I mean? The stronger a player gets, the harder it is to dislodge them. Because if they've got houses all over the place and hotels, and all you've got is Baltic Avenue, what kind of money are you going to bring in? You have to hope that they land on 1 or 2 spaces to bring in the money that you need. Yeah, you can maybe pass go, but what if you land on community chest and go to jail? Or what if you land on the luxury tax space immediately following go, and you have to pay $200 that you just earned because you RNG? You know what I mean? So, like, Monopoly is the ideal, in theory, good game, but in practice, it's just horrible. Some people have made rules to make it better, like you land on free parking, you get extra money. I don't like that either, because again, that's RNG, that's luck. There's got to be rules out there that allow players a little bit more balance and this to stop the whole runaway leader problem. Monopoly. Have you played Monopoly before?
I played Monopoly once, and it was only for like 10, 15 minutes.
And you didn't like it?
No, it was boring to me. Like, I played with my cousin, and I was losing, but I didn't get, like, angry, and I didn't get the sense of fun. It was just boring to me. I never liked Monopoly, I gotta say.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It didn't resonate well with me.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of board games that, like, they're old-timey board games that are just absolutely terrible to play. So yeah, that was my number 5. Did you have a number 5?
I did. It was wait, were we doing board games or video games?
Anything.
Or both?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Top 5 games. Well, I mean, Monopoly technically is a video game too.
Yeah,
but top 5 games that I have top 5 games that ruin friendships. So board games, video games, whatever.
These 5 games that I listed are so fun, and I actually love them. But I premised this with that it could ruin friendships if played long enough, or it depends what kind of friends you have. So my number 5 was Payday 2.
Payday 2. Payday 2,
Yeah.
I have not played in years.
Yeah, it's it can be a run in the mill, like just go in and shoot them up, or it can be very stealthy, right?
Yeah.
And I've had friends who were we played as a group, and I've had friends who would like yell at each other like, okay, you're not supposed to be doing that, you're not supposed to be doing this. And it's crazy because like it's supposed to be a fun game, but I don't know, the game itself is very unintuitive, I think.
Well, I think there's a bit of a learning curve with it because
Yeah.
in Payday 2, you start off not known. Like, all of your weapons are hidden, and you and the players get to go into the place that you're trying to rob and scope it out on foot. You can no one's gonna hurt you or anything like that. The minute you put on your mask, or the minute that you are caught doing something, is when the timer starts ticking, when the cops show up to fight you.
Yeah.
And you have a limited time to get the money and the goods to your truck and get out of there. It's sort of like a Left 4 Dead, but a heist game.
Yeah.
And
So,
that was fun. You know, I played it a while ago, and it was good back then. Then I tried replaying it a year ago, and there was some BS. There was some hideout that I was in. I couldn't figure out actually to start a mission.
yeah, I think there's transactions, like a lot of them for missions, I think.
There used to
could
be,
wrong.
back in the day when I was playing it, that was 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, the Steam store page was littered with DLC. And
Yeah.
there was weapons that you could buy and other things. And yeah, I didn't get into any of that.
Yeah. I
Good.
wanted to also list, like, I didn't know whether to choose this one or was it World War Z, because World War Z, if it's a very kind of stealthy game at first, and if you're too loud, all the zombies will come at you and people will get upset with you. The thing is that I didn't list World War Z because it's still fun even if you lose. With Payday 2, if you lose, it seems like it's from a stupid mistake, and I think that like family members or friends would get upset with you, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas World War Z, if you
It's
if you
like
make a
Left
lot
4
of
Dead.
noise,
It's
kinda
like
fun.
Left 4 Dead. If you're all, it's like if you're all getting rushed
yeah,
and you die, it's funny. Like, oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
dead! Save me, I'm dead. But whereas in Payday 2, it's more serious. Like,
it's frustrating.
there's actual progression in this, so maybe the pressure's on to complete your missions and to get the most money, so that the grind, because there's a grind in this.
Yeah.
The money that you steal in one map, that will carry over into your savings, and then you can use that money to I think buy things or upgrade things or something. It's been a while, but it's like the pressure's on to actually do well in this game, and if you don't, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's very easy to make mistakes in this game, which is weird because it seems like a very easy game to play, but once you make a mistake, that's kind of like, it's pretty detrimental, whereas you can fix other mistakes in other games like Killing Floor and all that stuff, you know. But yeah, this is one of the shooter games that frustrates, I think, I don't know, people that love each other.
No, that's yeah. There are some games like that. Like I said, I think Left 4 Dead and that, like, I would actually get mad playing Deep Rock Galactic because there is progression in that. And if we spent an hour on a map and then we all died, I'd be like, really? Like, I spent, you know what I mean? Like, whereas Left 4 Dead, there's no progression. That's one of the positives to Left 4 Dead. There's no progression. So if you lose, there's no penalty. You're just having fun.
But in Deep Rock Galactic, if you lose, then you still get XP.
Right.
You
So
still
as long
get
as you
gold.
still get stuff. I don't know about
Yeah.
Payday, but yeah. Again, it's been a while. I tried replaying it a year ago, and I had there was some BS hideout that I was in, and I had to talk to people like NPCs. I'm like, this is not Payday. In Payday 2, the game that I remember playing, you had a map, you chose the mission that you wanted, you get right into it. This game that I played, this new Payday 2 redesign, I had to talk to NPCs. I'm like, what in the world is this bullcrap? So I uninstalled it.
It was tough. I liked the game. I like it. It's just it is frustrating. Deep Rock Galactic, if I lose in there, I think it's funny and it's fine.
Yeah. That's cool.
What was your number 4?
Number 4. Well, before we do the number 4, I have to do my sound effects. I mean, it's just only... All right, so ready?
I am wounded.
1,
I am wounded.
2,
I am wounded.
3. Hold on.
I am wounded.
4. There we go. See, was that so painful?
You're just repeating the same sound effect.
No, I've never done that in prior podcasts before. Look it up.
That means you're gonna repeat this 15 times for this top 5. Good lord, folks, I'm sorry.
I would never do such a thing.
I
16.
am wounded.
Number 4, and I'm going to stall again while I pull up the clip. Number 4
that messes up families.
Was Risk.
Oh man, that's the one I was thinking of.
Risk is another game that is sort of like Monopoly in the sense that it's an old-timey game that it's just, there's so much dice rolling and RNG, and like in theory it's a cool strategy game. When you control entire continents like North America, Asia, Europe, you get bonus armies. If you trade in cards of the same kind, you get bonus armies. And that's cool, right? It's a very simplified war game. That said, Risk is a game that can go on for several hours/days because RNG, dice back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's a slog. And if dice rolls go the wrong way for one particular person, or 2 people gang up on one person, there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of nasty things said. There's going to be tables being flipped. Risk is just not a game, in my opinion, that can be played with serious people. If you're going to play Risk, you're going to play it with casual people that don't care, that don't mind, just the fun of the dice rolls and don't really care about the strategy and winning. But if you're playing Risk with serious people, this game is brutal. You know what I mean?
I consider myself a casual player, and I still get mad at Risk. Like, I hate playing Risk sometimes, and that should have been my number 1. I didn't even think of it. Like,
did you play the board game Risk, or did you just play the video game?
I only played the digital, and I was so mad at it. This is when I was playing with you, right?
Yeah, we played this. I think the video that you're seeing is the Risk Domination.
Okay.
I don't know if we played in this particular video or not. I know we played. There was a video out there where we played co-op or we played together, something like that.
Looks like it. I think this is it.
Maybe.
But I remember, like, even though I was having fun and I was like trying to be all casual about it, deep inside me I was bubbling. I was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna beat me."
We teamed up for like the entire game, and then we had to turn on each other at the end because we're the only 2 left.
Yeah, it's a tough game, man. It's pulling teeth, and I don't like pulling teeth kind of games. What was that? Pulling rope. What was that game? When you play as a little kid, and you pull like the rope.
What?
There's like you have 2 teams on either side, and a rope. And
Tug of War.
Yeah, there you go. Tug of War.
Okay.
I don't like Tug of War type of games.
I was like, I didn't figure. I was thinking kids, adults play that too.
Tug of War. Okay.
Yeah.
At parties, probably.
Yeah, like at family get-togethers and stuff. Anyway.
But,
go ahead.
Yeah, so this is that kind of game, and I can definitely see this as your number 4. This would have been like my number 1. I completely forgot.
I don't know. Risk is just, again, it's just too competitive for me. There's also the possibility of backstabbery with this game too.
Mm-hmm. RNG.
Well, RNG. I've never played the board game Diplomacy. Otherwise, that would have been on this list too. From what I hear, diplomacy is very backstabbery. It's like you make alliances with people, then you backstab them. Like, I've heard a lot of nasty things. Had I played the board game Diplomacy, I probably would have put it on this list. But there's a lot of backstabbing in Risk too. I won't attack you. Let's focus on this player because they're getting too big. But then they attack. There's so much there that in terms of possibilities for backstabbery, that between that and the RNG and the dice rolling, like it overshadows the strategy element, and I hate it. I don't want to say hate, it's a strong word, but I dislike playing Risk unless it's against the AI or unless there's like some really cool mechanics going on in the game. You know what I mean? So that was my number 4. Pray tell, what was your number 4? Monaco. I've not played that in years.
I love this game, and I love it in co-op, but I can see people getting frustrated with each other in this game. I don't believe you even get anything if you lose. So there's no, like, progression if you lose.
Monaco, for those that don't know, is this released, I want to say 5-6 years ago, possibly longer. This is a cooperative heist game where each player chooses one kind of role. Someone that's good at being a thief, or one that can break down walls, or what have you. And you're working together to rob a bank or whatever it is that whatever building, whatever level that you're on. And you're it's a stealth game. You're trying to avoid guards. You're trying to use your abilities to complete your objectives. And I think you can do this solo, but I'm not.
You can. It's much harder, I think, solo. Right. But it's like hack tag,
You have to coordinate. And back then, there was no Discord, I don't think. There was TeamSpeak. Yeah. There was TeamSpeak.
I love this game. Like, I think it's so much fun, and I do like playing it with other people. But again, like, this all depends on who you're playing with, You can totally mess up and laugh about it, or like other people will be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it!"
You like the art style as pixely as it is?
It's a little pixely. I think there's an enhanced version. I think Monaco has like an enhanced version where it's not as pixely.
Yeah. But
yeah, I like how smooth it plays. Like, it plays pretty smooth.
Mm-hmm. I'm very impatient in games like this. I don't like stealth games. I don't like games that are purely stealth because I get too antsy and frustrated, and like they have their charm for 15 minutes for me, but then I get impatient. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe as I get older, I want more instant gratification. Whereas in a stealth game like this, you have to take your time. You have to watch the guards. You have to see where they're going. You have to watch their routes, see what they're you know what I mean? In a game like this, you just can't go in there and go crazy. It's not like you're Rambo. You know what I mean? And games like that, I don't know, I have a harder time playing for some reason nowadays.
But you do like stealthy games, right?
On occasion, I like playing RPGs where I can be stealthy, but then I can also turn around and be a jerk and just punch you in the face.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like, I'm forced to be stealthy in this.
I see.
I have no other recourse.
Yeah. I would love to play this with you, but as the topic suggests,
it would ruin friendships.
That would ruin our friendship.
Yeah, you'd be kicked out of the house because of Monaco.
Yeah. Babe, what are you doing? Shut up! I don't want to be stealthy anymore.
Why is my stuff on the front porch? Remember that Monaco game we played? There's your answer. You're fired.
Stealth this on my JetBlue ticket.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, yeah, that was your number 4 then, huh?
Yep. It's a great game, though. I totally recommend it to anyone.
Okay, fair enough. Well, of course, there has to be a number 3 sound effect, right?
Yep, and you're stalling again, right?
No.
I am wounded! I am wounded! I am wounded!
There, 3. See, it's getting easier, right? Because there's not as much anyway.
Yes.
So, my number 3 was something along the lines of Super Mario Kart / Super Mario Party. And forgive the Stream Raiders notification in the upper left hand. I had to pull this from Twitch. Because I haven't played this other than Twitch. So, this is more directed at Mario Party than Mario Kart. But I don't have any footage of Mario Party. Mario Party is a board game, digital board game, where you pick a character, you go around a board, you roll dice, you go around a board, and then you play mini games. But the backstabbery comes into play. There are certain rewards that players get in Mario Party that completely screw everyone else. Like you could have, I think you're tasked with getting stars in Mario Party. They're like,
wait, so where does Mario Kart fit in?
I will get there.
Oh, sorry.
Mario Party, you earn stars. They're your victory points, whatever. But there are events in Mario Party that causes players to lose all of their stars, or this player would then go from last place to first place because they stole someone else's stars. Like it was, I can't tell you how many times people raged when I played Mario Party with them, and I raged too because I'd be winning for 3/4 of the game, and bam, I'm instantly in last place. Mario Kart, the same way. Mario Kart / Mario Party, especially when the blue shell mechanic came into the picture. The Mario Karts featured here is the Super NES version. No blue shell, but there was a red shell, or let's say that you hit a banana. Okay, you would spin out, and then everyone would pass you. You went from first place. You were in first place almost the entire game. And then in the last lap, you did one mistake. You hit a banana peel. Something hit you, and then you come in 7th place. You know what I mean? Like, it was brutal. Like, it was... Like, I can't... And if you're playing against people that are good at this game, it can be really cutthroat. You've played this.
I expect to lose at this game. I remember playing it back in the day, and I have Mario Party downstairs, so...
You've played Mario Party?
Oh yeah, I love it. I think I played Mario Party 3. Maybe that's the one for GameCube.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I played the one for GameCube. I think it was GameCube or Super Nintendo, I forget. But it was so good, and I liked it. It was frustrating if you lose, but
Mario Party or Mario Kart or both.
Both.
It's so weird that like so many Mario games are rage-inducing. Like when you think Mario, you think family friendly. You think, oh, this is a kid's game. I love it. It's so cute. Anyone can play it. And then you've got Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Brothers even. Like, it can be rage-inducing. Like, I've never seen such a friendly themed game be so just a themed set of games be so rage-inducing.
Super Smash Brothers. I'm surprised that.
I think I was gonna put that on my maybe list, but I have too much fun with that game to really be upset by it.
That's how I feel with Mario Kart. Like, I can't really be too upset with it.
Well, with Mario Kart though, like that's a competitive game where you're constantly trying to be in first place, whereas in Super Smash Brothers, rather. It's just you're beating people up. That's just all there is to it. That can be annoying, but battles are over so quick that you can get right back into it. Whereas with Mario Kart, if you're playing a campaign or like a 50cc race, your points carry over. First place, you get so many points. Second place, and they all carry over from race to race to race. So you're under pressure to do well in every race.
Yeah.
And if you screw up in one race, you're never gonna win that 50cc campaign or whatever. So like, whereas with Super Smash Brothers, it's like you pick a character, you just beat the crap out of each other for 5 minutes, and you just change the rules, rinse and repeat. It's more casual. Whereas with a game like Mario Party or Mario Kart, you're in it for a longer haul, so the pressure is on you to do better, to win. You know what I mean? In my opinion. So, Mario Party / Mario Kart was that number 3. What was your number 3?
Mine was Rust.
Rust. Now, I have no footage of that because I've never played it.
You've never played Rust? Oh,
I don't own it. It's a paid game, so it's purely PvP. I'm not interested.
It's only PvP if you cannot find a server like Ark. If I can make a server, it can just be like just me and whoever else.
Don't you have to pay? I mean, So with Rust, can you make a server, or
You can.
you have to pay for it?
I'm pretty sure you can make it. If you can't, then you can find a server that just has like nobody in it. And
No.
there's quite a few servers like that, you know?
Yeah, but those are servers that are beyond your control. You know what I mean? So if something happens to them, you lose all your progress.
Yeah.
I don't like using a public server like that for a long haul.
An official server. Like there
Right.
are official servers that
And what if the game goes under? What if those servers go under? What if lack of player base causes servers to close?
maybe.
So
Yeah.
I don't like public servers for that reason.
Yeah. So Rust, it kind of goes hand in hand with Ark and Unturned in the sense that it's a fun game and it's great to play with friends and family. But if you play it for too long, I think, and without any breaks in between, you get frustrated because there's such a grind in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a sense of control, I think, too. Like you want to do things and other people want to do things, but you always have to communicate. It's a very team-based type of game, you know? So it's hard to play solo with grindy base building games like that. But it can be done, and it's pretty fun. And yeah, I'm just saying, like, I like the games. I like Rust. It's just, you know, when you grind so much, yeah.
Stop it!
Why stop?
Your camera is making me seasick.
Why?
It keeps shaking. I don't know what you're doing over there.
It's the laptop. I mean, the laptop. It's the screen. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just like you're constantly moving up and down. I'm like, blah.
Sorry.
Okay, you're fine. I didn't want to interrupt you, but at the same time, I had to stop looking at OBS.
I'm sorry. Okay,
I'm easily sick. Anyway, go ahead. You continue.
That's all I had to say. I mean, Rust is a great game. It's just depending on what kind of controlling friends you have.
There's our obligatory photobomb of Vinny. There we go. See, one every podcast. I'm telling you, one every podcast.
Yep.
Beautiful. There he is. So I've never played Rust, and unless it was unless I got a press key for it, like I've already got Ark.
Yeah.
I've already got so many other open world survival games, State of Decay. Like I don't need another one.
Yeah, Rust is probably on my bottom of the list of those survival based building games because it doesn't really have a lot. Like there's no dinos to tame, there's no zombies. It's just purely survival. And I think you have Green Hell, right? Is it called Green Hell?
Yeah, I do.
Or something like that.
And it has multiplayer now. Green
Yeah,
Hell.
so Rust is like, you know, the bottom of the barrel, but it's still a good game. And
well, the big thing for Rust was the fact that you were naked going into it.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big thing. You could see butt or whatever else, you know what I mean? And all you had was a rock. I'm like, big deal. Oh boy, male genitalia, female, oh boy. That's the big selling point for your open world survival game. Okay.
The funny thing about it is that it's a completely random model. The first time that I logged into Rust, I was a big black male.
Okay, well... At least no one would hit on you, you know what I mean?
And I had a small pee-pee. So it was the funniest thing ever.
All right, that's that.
Stop it!
That's.
Stop it!
I don't want to think. No.
Stop it!
Stop.
Stop it!
No.
Stop
No.
it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
I'm removing this from my mind. Moment of silence.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh man.
Stop it!
Other than that,
Okay.
Rust was okay. You know, I didn't mind
Put
some
that
of the
cookie
animals.
down!
It had,
now!
I think, 2 animals. I think a bear and a wolf or something.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, number 2. Segue.
I am wounded! I am wounded!
My number 2. And I might get a lot of flack for this one. People may disagree with me. Scrabble, but
Aw.
also games like it. Word domination.
Oh, the one that I kicked your butt in.
Yes. There are plenty of word games out there. Okay, it's the reason for this. Okay, I like to think that I have somewhat of a good vocabulary. I don't really I'm stuttering right now. Okay, so I'm proving myself that I sometimes stutter and my vocabulary fails me. But like when it comes to these kind of word games, word domination, Scrabble, it's a runaway leader problem, just like Monopoly, where if one player exhibits, like even chess, if you're playing against someone that is clearly more knowledgeable about that particular genre or that particular game, like in general, then a novice player has no hope of winning. I mean, look at, if you play Scrabble, okay? Your points are determined by how long of a word you can make with the craziest letter combinations possible. So the more diverse your vocabulary in games like this, the better you're going to do. So if you're playing against a novice player who doesn't have a wide variety of different vocabulary, wide variety of words to use or to think of, then they're screwed against an expert player. So like the novice player has no reason to even play a game like this with anybody. Unless they're trying to learn and get better. At least with chess is a game where you can learn. It's not like you have to memorize an entire dictionary. Chess is just made up of pieces, and once you figure out their moves and the strategy, you get better at it. But with games like Scrabble, have you seen how many words are in the dictionary?
Yeah.
That crap, it's like learning how to play the piano or a musical instrument. You need years and years and years of studying and stuff to really get a great vocabulary, in my opinion. I've never done anything like that. I've never studied I hated that in English class. I was more about creative writing than I was vocabulary. I hated those tests that were like, this word is to this word as this word is to this word. I hated crap like that. I hated it. But this game, like word domination, I like it. I like the game. I like the gameplay mechanics. But I want to be paired up with someone that's equally as bad.
Yeah.
Playing it with someone like you, who's better with vocabulary than I am, that's frustrating to me.
I think I just had a lucky day.
No, you've been proven to be good at word games on a regular basis. I've played board games with you on my table behind me that you can't see. Not on Han Solo's head or Chewie's head, but there's a table behind the Millennium Falcon, and I've played board games with you, and I featured games, and your word prowess is a lot better than mine. I've come to realize that. So, like when I play, thank you. So I've played a lot of word games with you, and consistently you do very well. So, like, I know that when I play a word game with you, I have to be like in the mood or extremely lucky. And I don't know. I think this is a kind of game where it can ruin friendships, or like, why would you want to play a game like this with somebody when, like, especially with someone that is better than you?
Yeah.
If you care about winning, or let's say that you're the expert. How aside from the ego boost that you would get from demolishing someone at a game like this, if you have empathy of any sort, destroying someone else at a game like this, how would that make you feel? So it's like, and again, a lot of these games have no comeback mechanic, where there's a way for it's like I didn't put this down, but Trivial Pursuit. It's another game where unless you've got questions for the kids and questions for the adults are going to destroy the kids every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't put Trivial Pursuit on my list. Maybe that should be a maybe. But my point is, there's no balance for varying skills sets. You know what I mean? So this is a game I think that wouldn't do very well unless you're paired up with someone that is equally as good as you.
Yeah, I should have wrote chess down.
Well, that could be your maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't think about Trivial Pursuit until just now. So we only have a couple of days to come up with our list, so it's not going to be a perfect list. So, what do you think about this Scrabble thing?
I agree. I actually agree. If you are paired with someone who just reads nothing but the dictionary, then yeah, you're gonna you're most likely going to fail, and that's not.
That'd be
very
frustrating.
fun. Yeah.
Like it sucks to play against the know-it-all. It really does.
Yeah. Emma, do I give off that?
No, you're just good at it. No, you're not. You don't boast. You don't brag. You don't.
But even if I didn't.
You don't. What's
it's
the
still
kids?
frustrating
What's
for
the
you,
kids?
right?
The kids teabag. You don't rub it in people's faces. You don't. You know what I mean? Like you don't.
I do it in jest mostly. You know.
Yeah.
If I do. It's just for just to play it up.
I'm trying to mirror myself on the camera there.
Oh. But
Anyway, go ahead.
no, I can see how this is definitely frustrating. Even if you're paired up with someone of the same skill, it's no good to lose.
Yeah, I don't think it balances well. Games like Scrabble.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was my number 2, and I'm stalling so I can pull up the next one. What was your number 2?
It was Civilization 5.
5. I actually have footage of that from 5 years ago. So why do you hate? What don't you like about this?
I played this a while back with some close friends of mine, and I think it was a 5 or 6 player game, and I lost about 5 minutes in.
They ganged up on you or what?
They ganged up on me.
That's terrible.
One of my buddies actually said, all right, I will not take this land from you. You can take it. I will not take it from you. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'll believe him. And I took it, and he just completely demolished me. And everyone else was laughing. And now they're my friends, so I'm not mad or anything about it. But man, I was so mad. And I can see other people getting upset with that. You know,
I would play this game as a cooperative game, like a comp stomp, where you and I would be on civilizations, and we would team up against other AIs. That would be fun. This is I mentioned the board game Diplomacy earlier. This is another game like it, where if you're playing PvP, open, anyone can do anything with real people. Alliances can be broken at the drop of a hat. You can be partners with someone for a while, then backstab them in a second. You know what I mean? So this is one of those games where I can see this being rage inducing and hurtful to friendships. A side story, something like the one that you just told. A long time ago, I did a 3v3 with my friends, StarCraft 2.
I was just about to mention StarCraft 2.
My brother was in it too, on the opposite team.
I think
he gunned for me 5 minutes in and destroyed me. I was so pissed. I rage quit and I rage quit and left Discord or TeamSpeak. I did not. I was so mad. I'm like, dude, let me play the game. But no, he rushed me. He killed me. So I was so mad.
I feel bad. I think he tainted StarCraft 2 for you, or StarCraft for you.
No, because after that we still played comp stomps after. I'm just saying that's why I don't like PvP, because the whole, it was supposed to be a long, fun battle between the 3 of us, or the 6 of us, and then I ended up getting eliminated first, within 5 minutes, and I'm like, that's no fun. That would ruin a friendship. If it weren't for the fact that he was my brother, I was been like, you jerk, what are you doing? Why are you doing that for? I'm just trying to have fun here, and you're taking it all serious.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I couldn't choose between this or Rise of Nations.
Oh, Rise of Nations. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess Rise of Nations would be similar.
Yeah.
Civilization, though, is a longer haul game, though, too. So I can see that being more rage-inducing than Rise of Nations.
That's why this is on my list instead of Rise of Nations. This is a hex grid. This is a turn-based, and it has so much backstabbiness, allies breaking, and all that. This is, if you can't find people that are as casual or as hardcore as you know, this could ruin friendships, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because, again, it's sort of like we were talking about Ark the other day. playing PvP in Ark, you're spending like 5 to 10 days in a PvP server building up, grinding out resources, and then all of that is lost because you get ganged up on by another group and you get destroyed, wiped out. All of that progress lost. Well, in Civilization, if you're playing this game for a long time and or if you get ganged up on by multiple people just because, and you lose everything.
Yeah.
What fun is that? That's time wasted. Unless people like that, unless they're into that self-inflicting pain, if they've got that fetish, then fine. But it's not for me. Absolutely not. So that's a good entry. I never thought of it that way, but no. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about like PvPing with friends, like almost everything you can say would probably break a relationship.
Well, yeah, any PvP really. Our number 1 happens to be the same. I'll go ahead and do the sound effect. I mean, this is what inspired the list in the first place.
I am wounded.
This one's directed at White Knight.
I am wounded.
For our recent, I don't want to say tiff, but what he did to me in the game that we're about to talk about.
Oh, the one where you flipped off the camera?
Yes, it was the one and only time I've ever flipped off a camera. Among Us is a hidden role game similar to that of Werewolf, where players each have a hidden role. And Among Us, it's just you're either the bad guy or you're a good guy. The crewmates, the good guys, have to go around fixing stuff on the ship. If all the crewmates fix all the stuff on the ship, then they win. Meanwhile, if you're the assassin, the imposter, you're going to go around not doing tasks to fix the ship, but rather you're trying to kill people, and you're trying to do it hiddenly. You don't want anyone to know that you're the assassin. You want to pretend like you're one of the crewmates. And you're trying to eliminate everyone or make the ship blow up through sabotage. White Knight, my brother, David, who was on the Final Fantasy podcast that we did, he made such a case for himself that I was suspicious of him because, like, he was on the engine room. I was doing the Simon Says task, which takes a good 30 seconds because of the stupid waiting and the button pressing. He came in and left the console within 10... I'm like, there's no way he got this done within 10 seconds. He's faking it. He was trying to kill me. Someone walked by and saved me because he didn't want to do it in front of them. So, like, there's no way he got it done. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, he's my brother. I'll trust him. And I'm like, you know what? I'll follow him. If someone else follows me too to make sure that he doesn't kill me. No one else followed me while I followed him, and he killed me in the kill box electric room in the level. And I was so mad. I flipped off the camera. I'm like, I know it, but why didn't anyone else follow me? And then he sat there. I heard him. He was like, oh, Vince was following me for a while, but all of a sudden he went off in his own. I'm like, no, I was right there. I followed him the entire time. You jerk face. And I was so mad. And then, it was one of those, this game it would ruin friendships in a good way. It's fun. Okay. I'm making this out to be this day, but hidden role games where you have to lie to people in games like this. You have to lie. And if you don't take this game, if you don't look at this game in a fun light, you could lose so many friends playing this because you get so mad.
Here's why this is on my list.
Okay.
I know that there's bluffing and there is manipulating, but this game has such a psychological, like, it can mess up your psyche. It will really make you distrust your friends even after the game is over. Yeah. Like, it's gonna be like, man, if they're that good at lying and manipulating, I wonder what they've been
doing in real life this entire time. Yes. You're referring to me. In the one game that we played, I was the imposter, and it came down to, like, I was doing things on purpose to help them out. Like, I would sabotage the oxygen, then fix it. So Idly vouched for me the entire game, even though I was the imposter. And it came down to my son, me, and her. And Ida Lee was trying to figure out who to vote for between the two of us. And I'm like, I was with you the entire time. I fixed this. And you chose to kick Vinny out of the ship. And I voted for him too because that's what you decided to do.
Yeah.
So because of that, I lied,
You won.
and then I won, and then you were like, "I trusted you," and you're like,
tough.
and you're to yourself, you're thinking he was so good at lying to me.
Yeah.
That's scary. What else was he lying about?
I should have known. He lies through his teeth all the time.
I
Yeah.
do not.
Just kidding.
I lie I lie about the food, the poison I put in your food. Yeah, I know. All that
That
stuff.
one time when I asked you to get me filtered water, and then you brought me water, and I said, "Oh, is it filtered?" And you said yes, and I said, "Oh, okay." Hey, did you see the fridge? I cleaned it, and you were like, "Oh, no, I didn't see the fridge." I'm like, "You just got me filtered water." What did you say?
I just wasn't observant enough to notice the clean fridge. That's all that is.
But you know what, though? All is fair because I think the very first time that we played this, I was the imposter and I fooled everyone. Right?
Yeah, you made I vouched for you. Like you made me vote off like 3 different people because of your argument. And I'm like, oh, people are listening to me because because I'm hosting this thing,
Yeah.
and I'm kicking off all the wrong people by and now everyone's mad at me because I'm kicking off all the good people, and the bad person is still at large, and it turned out to be Nev, and I'm idly here, and I'm like, really? So yeah, this game, it's so good.
It's fun. Like, I gotta say, it's really fun. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I actually like this game.
It's there's no AI bots though, so you have to play with people. That's what sucks. And I've never played with randoms because I don't like. I like to be able to talk to the people that I'm playing with and interact with them.
I like playing with randoms because it really is like a clue game. Like, you actually have to play this like a clue game. You have to decipher things, and you can't really tell by the sound of someone's voice. Like, you actually have to read the chat, and it's actually kind of nice.
You have no verbal cues. Like there's no okay. I can hear it in the inflection of their voice that something's up. Like the way they spoke differently earlier, and now they're acting kind of weird with what they're saying.
Yeah.
But now with randoms, you're relying on the in-game chat, and it's only text. So and it's hard to be sarcastic or to do anything to inflect a certain tone via text.
Like when my buddy and I caught, I don't know what the proper grammar is, but we caught White Knight. We caught David coming up from a vent, and we were like, "We saw you," and he's like, "Well, I can't deny it." When if it was all text, he probably could have denied it. You know?
Right.
That's pretty funny.
So, yeah, Among Us. I feel bad for saying that it would ruin friendships. That being said, if this game is played seriously, again, I think this entire list boils down to, if you take games seriously, don't play these games because they will ruin friendships. But if you're the kind of person that is, this is all in good fun, then I think you could get away with it.
And even if it is in good fun, like, it could really mess up the psyche, I think.
Well, yeah, they're all mind games. At least this particular entry is. A lot of hidden role games are mind games.
You just killed someone in the middle of a submit scan. You're a jerk.
I didn't do that, did I?
You're such a jerk. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
He was in the middle of his med bay scan, and now you report the body. Wow, you're so. Oh my gosh.
What? Oh, this is the match I was talking about.
Oh,
It's
man.
down to me, you, Medin, and Dragon, which is Vinny.
I clipped it too.
You clipped it.
I did the last part of it when it was revealed you were the imposter.
But I think we just voted Medin off.
Oh, poor Medin. It's hard with Medin. It's
No,
really
please.
hard.
That's it. Yeah, he says no, please. He doesn't. We all. Wow.
Anyone that's in a microphone game, it's going to be really hard for them to defend themselves if they're only using text and like other people are using the microphone.
I feel like Among Us should be like either it's all text or all voice, because one person's going to have the advantage of only having text. That could be an advantage because on one hand, they won't be able to defend themselves as well and with their voice. But at the same time, like I said earlier, it's hard to it's easier to lie via text than it is with words because, again, the tone of your voice.
Yeah.
So.
Look at you laughing over there. Oh, get out.
What? I'm watching what you're watching, and I'm acting completely normal. Look, I'm making a case for myself. I'm saying, hey, look, I'm wearing the same shirt, too. Look at that.
I know. I didn't want to say anything.
This was not recorded yesterday for the.
Oh my god!
This is where you voted.
You're so happy.
Look at me laughing.
And you were like, yes. Look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
That was a great game. That was a good one.
Yeah. Well,
there was a girl that was on Twitch. I forget her name, but she said that she played as the imposter for a total of 6 times, and she's won every single time.
Really? She's that good at lying?
Yeah. What does that say about yourself?
You're a terrible person.
This is why Among Us is so bad. Like, you'll never be able to get your rep up again.
No. Mm-mm. So that was our number 1. Did you have any like honorable mentions or?
No, actually, I didn't have any honorable mentions. But now that I think about it, Risk. And what's that other one?
I mentioned Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot the other one.
That's
okay. Risk is fine.
I had a couple. I actually have video for a couple of them. Uno.
I like Uno.
Uno is a game like. Okay, I like Uno. It's okay, but I hate the.
You hate playing with your friends because you get mad.
Draw 2, draw 4. There was when I was younger, my dad and stepmom and her side of the family, would play a modified version where if someone plays a draw 2, you could lay down a draw 2 on top of it, and it becomes a draw 4. Then someone else can add to it, then draw 6. Then someone else can draw 8. Whoever's doesn't have the thing to keep it going has to draw that many cards.
Dang.
There was 12 of us around a huge table.
Wow.
My dad started it to be funny. Draw 2, draw 4, draw 8, draw 12. And it went entirely around back to him, and he had to draw like 16 cards, and he's sitting there 1, 2, 3. It was funny. So
that's awesome.
Or draw 4s. You could do that as well, I think. I don't know. So, I mean, Uno is just one of those. It's okay. That's why it's on my maybe list. But because games are over so quickly, it doesn't really make me as angry.
Yeah.
But that's why it's on my maybe list.
I guess Crazy Eights would have been on my list too then, because I used to play that with my dad, and man, I'd get so mad, and he'd be like, "Yeah, slam the door. That's right.
That's right. You know, I won.
Oh man."
And I wouldn't say this is rage-inducing, but there was a demo that I played recently called Party Animals, where, you pick a character, and this is again a maybe. You pick a cute animal, and it's a battle royale thing, and I don't think it would ruin friendships. No. Because it's way too funny to ruin friendships.
It's funny, it's cute, it's fun. Even if you lose, you'll probably end up laughing at the way you lost.
Right. But it sucks that if you're eliminated in the very first part of the game and you have to wait 5 minutes for it to finish. Yeah. That's the only thing that sucks. But you'd be laughing too hard to care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just the ragdolling and the graphic. It's like Humans Fall Flat. Even if you try to work together in that game and you fail, it's still funny. Yeah. So that's why this is on my maybe list. But
I think it's Human Fall Flat, right?
Whatever. Humans.
Sorry.
I don't care. It's just type in Human Fall Flat. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it for my maybes. I mean, I really didn't have, and then Trivial Pursuit. I mentioned Trivia Pursuit. Unless the questions are balanced for the kids and the adults. But.
And Connect 4. That's right.
Really? Connect 4 was rage-inducing?
Yes.
You don't like
Can't connect very well.
Can't connect.
Being paired up with someone who's so good at it, it's like, dang it. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
No?
That's fine.
Gotcha. All right, so we just got through a top 5. Another one. Yay! I'm going to stall again while I look for clapping. There we go. Okay. So I guess we're going to move on to new releases. Yeah. Wonderful. EA Sports FIFA 21. It's a soccer game. I don't care. $60. I've never played a FIFA game, and I never probably will. But if you like FIFA, there's a new one. Game of Thrones board game. Looked interesting to me. And it's 20% off, making it $16. It's based off the actual physical board game. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm just saying it's out. I may ask for a press key. Ninth Dawn 3, supposedly like Diablo. Got some really good reviews. It's a hack and slash action RPG of sorts. $16. Solitaire Conspiracy. $12. It's 20% off. Cyberpunk card game with a spy theme. So if you like solitaire games, you may want to check that one out. As far as sales go, Steam has some. Titanfall 2, 67% off, which is around $10. Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition, 75% off, $15. Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, 67% off, $13. Star Traders Frontiers is 45% off, $8.25. Running with Rifles, 75% off, making it $3.75. And then a game called 50 Years is 90% off, making it 50 cents. So it's not bad. Green Man Gaming, I have a Green Man Gaming affiliate link in the below description. If you click on that, I'll get a small cut. Star Wars The Force Awakens Lego, 81% off, making it $3.75. In fact, there's a Lego franchise sale for various games, and most of them are like 80% off, $3-4. So if you like the Lego games and you like any Legos, go check that out. Kerbal Space Program, 79% off, $8.50. The Outer Worlds, 57% off, $25.50. Totally recommend. If you like Mass Effect or any of those Obsidian type games, go check that one out. Sims 4, various DLCs and the core games, they're anywhere from 35 to 70% off, making it like $12-20. It's still a wallet sink, these DLCs, just forewarning you. And then finally, Humble Bundle. I also have an affiliate link in the below description. The Anno franchise sale, like Anno 1801, Anno 2205. They're anywhere from 23 to 80% off, making them anywhere from $4 to $50. So check out that franchise sale. The 2K, yeah, the dog is looking at something. The 2K sale, anywhere from 50 to 75% off. Civilization games, BioShock, XCOM. So check that out. An Assassin's Creed franchise sale, around 75% off. A lot of games varies. Odyssey, Black Flag, whatever. I've only played Odyssey, but there's other ones on there that may interest you, and they're all around 75% off. So that's on the Humble Bundle website. All right, so I guess we will move on to our Spanish sentence of the week, and I think that deserves our usual fare. That's beautiful. Are you moving your camera on purpose?
Sorry.
I was just
now.
Oh, I see.
I'm forgiven. My brothers and sisters of the continuum have taken me back.
Right.
I'm immortal again.
You good?
Omnipotent again.
I am immortal again.
Omnipotent again. I had to start over because you interrupted. The camera was just. Oh, I have to start over. So I just like listening to it. All right. So you came up with this sentence, and I have to translate it. Vamos a jugar al acá durante los próximos 38 días sin para. manténganse el tanto. My
Good.
God. Okay. Let's see. Vamos. Hurry up. Vámonos and vamos are the same. So, hurry up. Play. Hurry up. Play. Jugar is to play. I know that one. Hurry up and play. Arc Survival Evolved. Durante for the duration. Hurry up and play Arc for the duration. Proximity. Los Proximos. Hurry up and play Arc for the proximity. Trianta 30. And 8. 38 days of Sin Pada. Pada. Sin Pada. Par, like golf, par. So, I'm supposed to play... Okay, hurry up and play Arc for the duration and proximity, or for the duration and proximity, 38 days. For 38 days. The proximity, roughly, of the duration of 38 days for par. Maintenance El Tonto, meaning that the guy Tonto has to do maintenance on the game. So you're telling me to hurry up and play Arc for 38 days because Tonto has to do maintenance. Is that correct on the game?
Very, very good. You're almost there, I gotta say. Very good.
Am I really?
Yeah, almost. The Spanish sentence says, Vamos a jugar el arca durante los próximos 38 días sin parar. Manténgase al tanto. All right? It means we're going to play Arc for the next 30 days nonstop. Stay tuned.
I see. Well, wait. What's ocho? I thought it's 8.
Yeah, 38.
Oh, for the next 38 days?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I was close.
You were. That was very good.
I was trying to be somewhat funny.
Yeah,
All
very
right.
good.
Well, that deserves... And...
Why Mogi?
Because it's my victory.
Is it Mogi from Star Wars?
No, it's from Star
Oh,
Trek.
yeah, Star Trek.
That's
sorry,
ROMs,
sorry.
Deep Space Nine.
Different season.
How
different
could
season.
you?
It's a different season.
It's a different show. Not season.
All right, different show. That's what I meant.
Let's rock and roll.
Why? Wait, where is that
my
from? Back
ship.
to the Future?
Let's
So,
rock
like-
and roll.
Yeah, what's the song?
That's Star Trek First Contact. That's Zephyrin Cochrane. Let's rock and roll.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Where he puts on "I Like to Dream" and he's launching in the
Yeah.
rocket.
Okay.
He's like, I can't lift off without it.
I remember. Everyone was like all scared and
We got to abort. Jordy. Yeah. Yeah.
And then number 1 started smiling.
Do not hug me.
What?
You see, they are insane.
They are insane. All right, Spanish sentence of the week. Beautiful.
Good job.
As far as no one submitted pet pictures, so I just took it upon myself to do my own.
So wait, are we going to play Arc for the next 38 days nonstop?
No,
Yes, we are.
No.
Dang it. All right, fine.
Wrong.
Oh, look at this. What is this?
just a random video of mine. I just thought I'd play it.
Oh,
people-
When is this?
This was when we first bought them. Their tunnels,
Oh, okay.
so it would have been a couple months ago, probably.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But some people are like, how many ferrets do you have? Which ferrets do you have? Like, what are their names? That's Sophie in black there. She's the old one. That's Tara around that blue, little hole there, the toy, whatever. That's Sophie there. That's Sarah behind her. The black mask, the sable. She has less hair on her back. Augie's the fat one, the white one in the back.
Sarah's the one in the front.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Sarah's in front. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Sandy? Behind her?
Yeah, Sandy's behind her.
Yeah. All right, so
They're playing.
Sophie is in the tunnel. Sarah and Sandy are playing right now.
Yeah. Wow, she lost a lot of hair, man, since then. Only in a couple months.
Yeah.
Dang.
Poor thing.
But they're doing good so far, so...
Yeah, I mean, they're old.
God for
They
that.
are... Ferrets typically last anywhere from 6 to 8 years, and They are roughly that age. I think Sandy might be a little younger because she's very, very spry and very annoying. Oh, there's Sarah.
Augie on the left.
Yeah, there's Augie on the left. There's Sarah poking her head up. There's
the white one.
That's Tara in the front, I think. I can't tell anymore.
Yeah, Tara. Yeah, that's Tara right there.
Yep, Tara in the front.
The white. Mm-hmm.
Sophie's in the tunnel.
Yep, Sarah just got out, so she's not in the picture anymore.
That's Augie
and
looking
it's Sandy way in the back.
Sandy way in the back. Sandy has the sandy feet, like the darker colored feet.
Yeah, the mask, like the Sandy mask, too.
I may have to put this tunnel back together and put it back in there, see if they'll play in it.
Sophie will poop in it, most likely.
Yeah, she's getting older now and she's pooping everywhere. That's what happens when animals get older. They can't control it or they have a harder time walking around.
But they're doing good for now, so that's good. And the dog is... Dog, Sarah. Hi. What you doing?
She's sleepy. Look at her. She's not even getting up.
Hi.
I'd have to... All right, go.
Hi. How are you?
Beautiful.
Hi. Oh, poor girl. All right.
Now that she's over there, she's not going to leave. That's on you.
Look at that. I like when she pushes my hand.
She's trying to force you to pet her.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your ball? Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think that's it. If you have any pet pictures to submit, DGA podcast at yahoo.com. Okay. Yep. Or you can put them on my Discord. Join my Discord. There's a link in the below description for community night, which is scheduled for October 16th, 7 p.m. EST. Again, we might do Among Us. Maybe we'll do Golf with Friends this week. It's up in the air. If we don't have a lot of people, then maybe we'll do something else like Deep Rock Galactic or a tabletop game on Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator, something like that. We'll figure it out. But there's no game set in stone. It's just depends on how many people show up and what we're on the mood for. So 7 p.m. EST this Friday, the 16th. So that is our show. I think, again, that deserves a round of applause, assuming I can find the right button. No, that's not it.
Stay a while and listen.
No, we're ending the show. I can't stay around and listen.
555.
No, Alf, not 555. It's one of these.
Go for it red. Go for it black.
No, not it.
Get off my back. Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
No, that's not it either. That'll do.
God.
That'll do. All right, fine. That's good.
All right, fine.
That's our going out sound effect.
That's horrible.
I don't know. That was no, it's beautiful. Episode 10 going out. Yeah, it's perfect. So yeah, thank you all for all of your support. Also, Scotty, who is a Patreon supporter, emailed me and said that every week he looks forward to this podcast. It helps him at work.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he was like, he's like, what can I do to keep you guys doing it weekly? Because I was like, okay, last week I'm like, maybe I should do this bi-weekly because time and everything. So it was really nice to hear that, there was some people out there that looked forward to this on a weekly basis and enjoyed it that much. So thank you so much.
So nice.
And I hope that
we need to have him as a guest eventually and ask him about his opinions on
that's something I would like to do is on a more regular basis. Like we had David on once for the Final Fantasy stuff, but I would like to have like Patreon supporters come on and talk about the top 5 or whatever else. So I'm still trying to figure out how that's all going to work. Scotty is a big board game tabletop player. So if I were to do a top 5 tabletop related thing, I think I'd like to have him on and we can all talk about that.
That's awesome.
Even if you don't have a webcam, we can fit you in on voice or something and on Discord. So
yeah, we'll put Sarah's face right there.
Or we could use a meeple from a board game, or we could do like this,
just his picture, just like a really cool looking picture of him.
Yeah, his LinkedIn picture or something.
Yeah.
Or get the most embarrassing Facebook picture I could find on his Facebook page.
Put it as the background, you know, not even a Tetris background. Just put it as, you know.
That would be, yeah, that's a way to honor our guests. Make them feel embarrassed.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, jeez. He's flushing me down the toilet.
Not at all. Not at all.
The abuse. The abuse.
The abuse, yes. It's so abuse. Yes, so abusive. These sound effects are so abusive.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this is Vince, Idly. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.
Take care.